Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video, and in today's video, welcome to my anticipated releases of March video. So last month I did a February anticipated releases video and I enjoyed filming it for you guys, sharing with you like 10 books that I was really excited that were coming out in February, and now I have another 10, and to be honest, March is going to be a fantastic book release month. So many like fantastic books are coming out, especially really hyped books. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. So here is my list. So coming in at number 10 we have Pacifica. This is by Kristen Simmons. Now this is about Marin, who is a pirate female. Her father was a pirate and she's become this ruthless pirate too. And then we have Ross, who is the son of the president, and one day he has a dare with his friend to go to the docks. However, his friend gets captured and Ross goes to his father. His father's not going to help him, so Ross goes into his own hands and he's like, hey, you pirate girl, come with me and find my friend. So he kind of uses her for that. But she sees an opportunity because the president offers up a ransom to find his son Ross, and she thinks, hey, I could use this money for so many things that would be useful to me and everything. And so they're kind of in a way using each other without knowing each other, but I feel like it's going to be, they'll spark up this some sort of friendship, and where it's going to be they're going to realise that there's more to life than just using each other for those sort of things. But I'm excited. It sounds really, really interesting. Coming in at number 9 I have The Final Six by Alexandra Manier. So this book is actually already optioned by Sony, which must mean that it's pretty cool already. It's about 6 teenagers sent onto Jupiter on a mission, but they're sent to Jupiter's moon. So the climate change has made Earth a really difficult place to live, and the fate of population rests on their hands pretty much. So they're basically scouting this new planet to see if this planet is going to be a lot better for people to live on. However, they feel like the ISTC, who are sending them there, aren't quite showing their real reasons for sending them there. So the tests, they get more and more challenging for the teenagers. Friendships start blooming, but as the finalists end up becoming less and less, do they realise that the full weight of everything is being at stake. So it sounds really, really cool about survival. So it's almost kind of like the Hunger Games but in space, sort of that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So it definitely sounds pretty awesome. If it's going to become a movie, then I think it's going to be an awesome movie, but more than that, I think it's going to be an awesome book. My number 8 choice is called Atlas Fallen by Jessica Pierce. Now again, this is another space sort of novel with a throne involved. So we have Tesla, who is the daughter of a betrayer, an infamous traitor. So she's stripped of her military rank, banished to the slums, and she competes in illegal robot fights. But then a wrong move costs her a fight. And then we have Daxton, who is hunting a terrorist who is threatening to end a century of peace on Earth. So, however, he needs someone who knows the station really well. Enter Tesla. But as the hunt for the terrorist goes on, both of their secrets end up getting a bit more revealed as they start to get to know each other, especially from their pasts. So again, it sounds really awesome about two people coming together to helping each other, and I like that sort of thing, when people help each other with just things that they have going on, and when things get unburied from the past and things like that, and they just help each other with that. And yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome friendship, and it sounds really good, and it's the first book that is in the series. My number 7 release is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, I'm sorry if it's mispronounced, but this book, it's very, very hyped already, and it sounds absolutely effing fantastic. So we have a character called Zaylee, and I think that's how it's pronounced, I'm not entirely sure, so again, I'm so sorry, so I'm just going to say Zaylee for now. And it's all about magic and how one day it disappeared. And it disappeared under the orders of a ruthless king. And the people who had magic were targeted, and it left Zaylee without her mother. And now Zaylee has one chance to bring back magic. She gets help from a rogue princess, and she has to outrun the crown prince. However, the biggest danger of all is Zaylee herself, who is finding it really hard to control her own magic, and she struggles to deal with her feelings for the ever-growing enemy. So it sounds really interesting, magic involved, but again, it's like really massively hyped. It sounds effing fantastic. I'm definitely going to be getting my hands on this book, and yeah, I hope you guys are too. My number 6 release is Obsidian by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So this is book number 3 that is in the Illuminae series, the Illuminae Files to be exact. I've only read the first book and I really enjoyed it, and I'm yet to read the second book, Gemini, but I'm still altogether really excited for the third book because I love how these books are structured with all the text format and everything. I think it's really unique. It's all based in space as well. I can't really let you know what this book is about in case you haven't actually read the first or the second book. All I would say is this third release is coming out and I'm very excited about it. The next book release that is coming out that I'm really excited for is More Than We Can Tell, and it's by Bridget Kemmerer. Now I'm very lucky to have an actual paperback arc of this, and I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a read. And it's actually based in the world of the book Letters to the Lost by this author as well, which I didn't know. And Letters to the Lost is on my TBR for this month, so it would be pretty good if I can get that read. However, because it's based in the same world, it works as a standalone, so you don't have to read Letters to the Lost in order to read this one. So this is about a character called Rev who is battling the demons of his past, and then one day he gets a letter from an abusive father, and the trauma of his childhood then comes just shooting back into his life. Then we have Emma, who has spent time creating this computer game that she started from scratch. However, her parents are facing this crumbling marriage and she'd rather not face that. And then one day she gets troll from an online troll, she gets abuse and she's bullied, and then she is truly and honestly afraid. So then Rev and Emma meet and they sort of reveal everything that's going on and stuff, and they just sort of help each other with that. But their situations then turn dangerous, and that however means that their trust in each other is going to be difficult as well, and it's going to be a lot hard. So I feel like this is going to be an interesting story that again is about like friendships. I feel like there's loads of books that come out this month that are really about strong friendships, or how people come together and just create these amazing friendships by just the turmoils of their past. My number 4 on the list is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Now this is about Princess Lyra. She is of Siren royalty and she is the most lethal of them all. She has the hearts of 17 princes in her very big collection. A twist of fate then leaves her to be killing one of her own, and to punish her daughter, she is turned into a human being. She is robbed of her song, and she's got until the winter solstice to bring the prince's heart to the Sea Queen. If she doesn't, she has to remain a human forever. So the prince then finds her as a human, and he wonders if he can trust her to help him get rid of all of Siren kind forever. So it kind of reminds me of The Little Mermaid again, but in a different sort of way, like how she was a siren, which is, you know, a bit like a mermaid, and then she's turned into a human as a curse, and then she meets the prince, and it's just sort of like, do you want to be human forever, or do you want to go back to how you were? Do you want to help the prince by killing these things? And yeah, I feel like it's going to be really interesting. Coming in at number 3, I have The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. Now, Lei's mother, when she died, she turned into a bird. So she is half Asian and half white, and she goes to Taiwan. She meets her maternal grandparents for the very first time, and while she's there, she's determined to find this bird who she believes is her mum. So while she's there, she's uncovering family secrets, and then she finds out that her mum was actually taking her very own life. So this is a story about finding yourself, family secrets, a bit of mystery and grief and that sort of thing, and I feel like it's going to be really interesting and a sort of emotional story as well, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. And again, I'm very lucky to have a paperback arc of this to definitely give a read. My number 2 release is Tyler Johnson Was Here by J. Coles. So this is about Marvin's twin who goes to a party. So Marvin decides to tag along, however it turns into a police shooting, and then the very next day Tyler has gone missing, and then Tyler is unfortunately found dead, only to find that Tyler has actually been shot and killed by a police officer. So Marvin then must learn what freedom really means. So it sounds like very, very grieving actually. He's got to grieve his brother who's been shot and obviously investigating it and finding out why this police actually shot his brother. So yeah, it sounds very, very similar to The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas with the police shooting. So I haven't read that book actually, so please don't shoot me that I haven't, but it feels like it's from like the male perspective, so whether like they're very, very similar or yet similar but different, I'm not entirely sure, but it still sounds really good and interesting all the same. So my very, very last anticipated March release is of course Restore Me by Tahera Murphy, which is book number 4 that is in this awesome and amazing series, the Shadow Me series. I have read all of them but the 3rd book, and I feel ashamed that I've done that, but I feel like I was just too scared of how the trilogy, the original trilogy, was going to end. However, it's now been reopened, another book's going to be released, so I'm definitely going to be rereading this series because I loved it so much. It's just so unique. So as it's the 4th book in a series, I'm not going to go into too much of what the story is about. However, all I will say is that the story is based around this girl who has a power where if she touches people, she kills people, and it's really good. I definitely recommend it. Tahera's writing is awesome and lyrical and beautiful, and I'm so excited for this book release. So damn freaking excited. It comes out like the beginning of March and I need it in my hands. I'm definitely going to be getting it. Screw the book ban that I'm on, I need this book in my life. So there you have it guys, those are 10 of my most anticipated releases that are coming out in the month of March. There are so many others as well, but these were 10 books that as I was looking on Goodreads through the list of what YA releases were coming out in March, these were the most exciting to me. Some of them I already knew about, some of them I just heard about, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on these books, and I'm so damn freaking bloody excited for all of these books. Do let me know down below in the comments if you are excited about these books, or if there's any books that I've mentioned that you are definitely going to be getting your hands on, or if there are any books that I've mentioned that you're like, hey, I like the sound of that, Katie, or just any other books that you are anticipated in the month of March. So do let me know down below in the comments, but I hope you guys are going to have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. My name is Katie. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!